We now return to the Transformers.
Hey, Scream, look at these niggas coming in here like they big steppers.
What it do, big man?
What's happening, Brian?
Oh, ain't shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you niggas get 3 bricks and we're gonna run it back.
Long as it ain't like last time, I'm good.
Fuck you mean last time?
You know what I'm talking about, man. That motherfucker Scream over there. Nigga, you say my name one more fucking time. Man, you better put a leash on that puppy before I light his ass up. Yeah, okay, nasty boy. Don't let that big stepper shit go to your head. I'm a big stepper for real, cockroach. I'm gonna show you when I step on you, motherfucker. Now before I transform and colonize your fucking house. I'm talking about whole infestation, nigga. Yeah, get him, Brian. Nigga, I lay eggs all over that motherfucker. Nigga, I get in your fridge and lay eggs on your eggs. And fuck you, Brian. Scream, I'm right here, I'm ready. Nigga, I stay ready.
Hey, you niggas be quiet. I gotta go to Prime Pool Party. The rest of you motherfuckers get back to work.
I thought you said this was a pool party, man. Where the bitches? Jazz, why you always running your fucking mouth? Nigga, I told my baby mama I had to work. I don't want to stand out here with a bunch of niggas in a fucking pool. I can't be around bitches right now. I'm trying to work it out with Kel. I just started back going to church, reading my Bible. I stopped drinking. I'm still gonna smoke my weed, but I stopped drinking. I don't give a fuck what you do. And speaking of Kim, I just saw that bitch. Don't ever speak on Kim in your life. Ever. Nah, nigga, you need to be trying to work it out with Quisha. She the one had your back since day one. She the real ride or die Prime. You a stupid motherfucker. You think just cause you turn into old dusty ass Porsche, that make you somebody. You ain't nobody, nigga. Stay the fuck out of our business. Good afternoon.
All right, Quisha, I had a long day. Go run my bath water.
I said good afternoon.
And I said, fuck your good afternoon, bath water. And after that, I want a back rub and some head.
Round 1. Fight! Juggernaut punch! Juggernaut punch! I'm out of meanness!
By the power of Grayskull!
Round 1. Fight! Until next time, listen.
Hey, we might have an upset on our hands, goddammit. Cape Verde just the title matchup with Argentina. We might have an upset on our hands, y'all. We might have an upset on our hands, folks. And I'm okay with that. You gonna stay right there and chill? Okay, all right. Okay. Midday stream. I gotta go to work in a couple hours. So, yeah. We're gonna run through a bunch of stuff since it's the 250th year of this country being created, born, whatever you wanna say. Let's see. That was a good score. Man, if Cape Verde pulls off the upset. Yeah, if Cape Verde pulls off the upset today, because I got Argentina as one of my the faves to win it, but the Argentinians, I hope they lose, because all the Nazi stuff. You kind of hope they lose. But yeah, it's a good match, man. It's a good match. Just gotta stay aggressive. Okay. Yeah, Cape Verde, come on. What did I just say yesterday? Blacks versus whites. All right. Okay. I got some time. How's everybody doing? Man, let's get on to the Janet Jackson thing, man. I asked a question in the poll. I know it's still early because there's nobody here, and that's okay. Is Janet Jackson too sensitive about Michael? Is Janet Jackson just a wee bit too sensitive when it comes to her brother Michael? Didn't want to be in the movie. Didn't want to be featured in the movie at all. I don't know. Let's go here, y'all. I think she's a tad bit too sensitive. I could be wrong.
Attend the BET Awards again. Drewski completely trampled on the dignity of my brother, Michael Jackson. I was there solely to support Tiana. But when that absurd skit played on the big screen, I was sitting right in the front row, forced to watch an actor in old age make...
Oh, the Joe. That's what made her mad. Oh, come on, man. It's comedy. It's comedy. God damn. It's comedy. Yeah, I think Jan's too sensitive, y'all.
Waving a belt and shouting, mocking my brother. Did they really think that was funny? In a bid to generate buzz for the
Okay, real quick. No shame, no judgment. Who here thought that was real? That was initially real? Because it got me for a couple of seconds there. And
I don't know. I think she's being too sensitive. Oh, so this is not real? Oh, okay. This is fake. Okay, see the problems with AI, y'all? Do you see the problems with AI? Okay, this is not real. Let me scrub my title. It's AI. Let me scrub my title. Jeezy Pete. People play too much, man. That's why the whole AI thing is a problem. So never mind the Janet Jackson versus BET Awards. Let's just go ahead and change it. Whoops, that was AI. Oops. Okay. Whoops. It happens. Okay. Now let's get on to the next one. Let's get on to the Odyssey final trailer. The Odyssey final trailer, y'all. Now people forget Lupita's playing two characters in this movie. She's playing Helen of Troy, and then she's playing some bum. And of course, the picture all the white guys are going to go with is the picture of her in the final trailer playing the other character looking crazy to justify their position. So let me show you what they're talking about. Hold up. Let me show you what they're talking about. See, everyone's being disingenuous because they want to justify their hate for this, right? That's typical normal human stuff. So let me show you what they're talking about. Once again, you have to remind yourself. She's playing two characters. And I cannot play the trailer because Universal likes to give out strikes. And if you're not a content creator, I don't expect you to know that. But us content creators know that Warner Brothers and Universal, you don't play with their shit. They will come get you quick, fast, in a hurry. Okay? I want to get to the picture. This is what they're all going with. Of course, they picked the most ugliest frame in the heat of a scene to justify their position. So of course you're going to see the typical neurotics, geeks and gamers going to pull this screen grab here, make thumbnails out of it to justify how much they want to hate this movie. Okay? Once again, this is not the Helen of Troy character. She's playing another character in this particular scene. She has to pull double duty in this. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to get to the observe and report. Okay? Hey, man, listen. I just woke up from a nap, okay? I don't be online like all y'all. I don't live online like most of y'all. No disrespect, but my life is not consumed with timelines and whatever and whatnot, okay? No offense, but I got other shit to do, okay? So let's go here. What was it, 16 minutes? All right, here we go. Once again, we are here to observe and report. Okay, that's it. That's all. Observe and report. Pay attention. Let's go.
And then in the other shot.
Was it not in front of him? Or maybe turned around or something?
But I was told halogen lights didn't exist back then, so Nolan can't use them.
Yeah. Everything has to be totally realistic.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean to switch off on you, but this is, the scene that everybody's talking about here.
Yeah. And basically for those, like, in the age of AI, you can do anything. And
it has nothing to do with the race.
Oh,
No.
I assure you, Nolan, including that shot in the trailer, has everything.
No. I mean, why people are talking about her looks. Notice nobody is saying shit. I mean, a few people are pointing out that she's black.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, now pay attention. We're here to observe and report the colorism even amongst white people. Okay, even white people have, once again, they prefer light-skinned blacks over dark-skinned blacks, but then they secretly desire the darkest of the dark black. You know what? Never mind. Let's get going with it.
But it mostly has to do with her actual looks. I've said it before. If you had casted Halle Berry circa 20 years ago in this role, guess what? Nobody would have said shit.
Well, they wouldn't have said as much.
Oh, they would have.
No,
They would have,
I
but not
guarantee
as
fucking
much.
no, she would have been fine in the role. Nobody would have said shit.
Nah. I mean, I do like the Trojan body cam videos. Those are my favorite.
I don't think people would have said as much as y'all think they would have.
We're just here to observe and report.
Because this never was a big deal until fucking recently. Like, that's
I
what I'm
agree.
saying.
Here's the thing, because right now you have to remember, people are saying more now than they otherwise would have, because we now have 10 years of this shit behind us. If 20 years ago, I agree, if this movie had been made 20 years ago,
well, that's a different.
Ghostbusters 2016,
That's what I mean.
all of the stuff, and you had Halle Berry, that, like for instance, say that the Odyssey, Troy came out in 2004, right? And then let's say that in 2008 came the Odyssey. And it's made from a different studio, so you have to
the Iliad.
You basically have to retell the events real quickly, and then you have Halle Berry in a brief appearance. I agree with Tom. Very few would have said anything in that particular circumstance.
So
it is because of two things. One is because of where we are right now. The audience.
Once again, we're just here to observe and report. Let's continue.
Have been browbeat. We had it with Supergirl only a few days ago, and of course, there's no Halle Berry here. Let's say she's tremendous.
She's not that good looking. That's my point. I'm not talking about her acting
my
skills.
misunderstanding, Tom, with what you said was, if you take the 2004 Halle Berry and bring her into this movie now, nobody would complain. And I disagree.
No, they would say the same shit. No, they'd say the same shit now. You might have had one or two critics or an article
today.
You might have had one or two critics or an article say something, but even a guy on the street would have said, "Oh, Halle Berry's not white, but you know what?
Anyway,
Fuck it, it's Halle Berry." So like, whatever.
It just seems to me that they should know better. Everyone there in the production, absolutely knew that they were going to step into something or walk into a hornet's nest. Why would they purposely do that?
Well, I'm not going to speculate on their reasons, but this is something they have chosen to do. And adding this shot in the trailer is them doubling down on it.
Yeah.
Because if they weren't, I guarantee you there are and apparently.
Once again, and like I keep saying, they're going to pull these screen grabs from this particular scene and make their thumbnails just like how they do an old girl Millie Alcock from Supergirl, and just make the ugliest thumbnails possible to justify their position as to why this movie, why she was miscast and why it shouldn't be like this, blah 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 blah. Okay, so even amongst the white boys, they would prefer a lighter skinned black. Now, once again, I don't understand why is it with Lupita y'all find the ugliest scenes of her at her non-prettiest on purpose, instead of instead of pulling up videos and screenshots of her, she's dancing and whining. No, you don't. Let's not show her in her best light, right? But let's continue. Observe and report. We're just here to observe and report.
This isn't Helen. This is like the other character that's played by Lupita, the twin sister. Apparently, it's also.
Oh, she plays two roles.
Yeah,
Jesus.
She plays two roles.
I was going to say, they didn't really glamour up very much either. That was the other problem.
So,
but
here's like the thing. If they wanted to shut people up, they would have shown one of the shots of her looking nice and glam and worthy of going to war over, which I guarantee you has to be in the movie. But this is what they chose to put in the trailer. That's sending a message. That's making a statement right there.
Well,
maybe it's supposed to make the critics feel guilty or something like that, but dude, did that backfire?
Jill mentioned in one of the posts that Vanessa Williams was in a previous version of this, which I remember, which I think was the Italian version.
And again, Vanessa Williams is 10 times better looking than her.
Miniseries.
Yeah, she's 10 times better looking too. Sorry.
Okay, so let's do that. So he says a young Vanessa Williams is better looking than Lupita Nyong'o. Once again, I think it comes down to preference. If you have a preference for light or dark skin, because there's some super bad dark skin chicks that will blow everybody out the water. But no, Duchess, we had an agreement. Okay, young Vanessa Williams. Okay. Do. Young Vanessa Williams. Don't get me wrong. Young Vanessa was a problem. A young Vanessa was a problem. A young Vanessa was a problem. Okay? We're not disputing that. That man said a young Vanessa Williams looks better than Lupita Nyong'o. I think it comes down to preference. Okay, now let's show Lupita Nyong'o. Okay, listen. Let's show a young Lupita Nyong'o. A young Lupita Nyong'o. This comes down to preference. You either prefer light skin or you prefer dark skin. You either prefer light skin or you prefer dark skin. That's what it comes down to. It's a preference. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to sit here and say Vanessa will blow this woman out the water. Matter of fact, where's the video of her? Let me hold up. Let's go find the video. Hey, didn't we have an agreement? What did I tell you? Where is it at? Is this it? This is it. Once again, God damn it. They done scored again. Had a good run, y'all. Once again, who's preference? I've never seen the Vanessa Williams dance like this. All right. Once again, we're just here to observe and report. Let's get back to it.
Lighter skinned woman would have maybe even Thandie Newton at her prime, I think, could pull off the role as some sort of exotic, beautiful woman. But let's be real. I don't think anyone can be cast in some of these roles that's not Greek for some people, because I don't necessarily think it's racism. I think a lot of it's nationality. But let's not miss the fact that Nolan is the president of the Directors Guild of America. So he has to make a statement now. There's no telling what the culture is with his studio, with his jobs, with the people in the echo chamber that he lives in.
Oh, he's woke as fuck.
Like
I guarantee
a natural decision. I'm sorry, what?
I guarantee you he's woke as fuck.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing reeks of woke.
Wait, so for 20 years, Christopher Nolan has given you movies with men are capable, women are not capable, and now all of a sudden, after 20 years of giving y'all some of the best movies ever, now all of a sudden he decides to wake up and take the woke check. Okay.
Are you kidding me? Like, and then he's doubling down on it. Like this whole thing, like I said, this last week, this trailer, putting Elliot out there with the fucking boxing shit. I think you're just having issues again, Paul.
He's talking. Yeah, we got it. We got him, Paul.
But anyway,
I don't hear him. I might switch browsers.
The point is they're clearly aware of the issues they have. That's why they're doing what they're doing. But again, they're setting it up for the same old story, same old song and dance, where we're going to be the fucking racist problem and the sexist problem. They're already blaming Supergirl on us. In fact, they're directly blaming Supergirl because they clump us in with this manosphere shit. That's the other problem.
Manosphere. Not that name does not have a good connotation. Does not elicit good thoughts. Okay, but once again, keep flying that manosphere flag. Nobody wants to be associated with that group, that online internet group.
Right. So it's like, even though we're not, it doesn't matter. It's all over again. It's like the alt-right, like when we got tagged in that too. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, we're just talking about a shitty fucking movie. And even Vanessa Williams, is that who you mentioned before? Or
yeah.
Like, my whole point was it has less to do with the skin color and more to do with how they look. Vanessa Williams, another great example of a very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people would consider Lupita Nyong'o beautiful. A lot of people would gravitate towards Lupita because she is darker complected. Y'all see how these white dudes get down behind the scenes? They love them some dark ass women. The darker the better. So is it so much about looks than it is color? Because he's not fooling me with this rhetoric. It sounds exactly like it's color, bruh.
To do with their skin color. Like, that's the thing, is you got to talk about a woman who can actually manipulate men into doing these things. As long as there's somebody who you can believe that's doing that, That's the point. I can't believe this bitch is gonna manipulate somebody out of a sandwich.
Damn.
Right? Like,
can't believe this bitch is gonna manipulate somebody out of a sandwich. Okay.
Just yeah. And then Elliot, like him out there doing the boxing thing and showing off their ugly looking 6-pack and shit like that. It's like, look, I got no room to talk. I'm a chunky motherfucker, but dude, you ain't convincing nobody.
Yeah.
And all you're doing is just trying to convince yourself at this point, especially with that interview.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now, Paul?
Yes, I have a problem with Safari every once in a while. So
Yeah, it seems to be, and it seems to affect mainly me.
I wonder why.
I always thought it was just Paul trying to get out of an uncomfortable
I think that's
discussion.
It. We're just here to observe and report, y'all. That's it. That's all. Okay? We're just here to observe and report. Now let's find that Elliot Page video about masculinity. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Could you imagine us men trying to speak on what exactly femininity is? I would know the first thing about femininity. I wouldn't know nothing. I wouldn't know nothing. Okay, let's go here. Stop it. Duchess, we had an agreement. Stop it. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Now, if you're gonna jump this movie because of stuff like this. Leave the black folk alone. Black folk have nothing to do with this. This is an internal fight between you and your white masters that don't like you either. So let's go.
Healthy masculinity to me is, or even just something I've felt as transitioning is like leaning away from whenever there is some sort of impulse or expectation you've put on yourself to like shut down or conform in a way that usually feels like this, like I am closing off. I remember kind of being like, oh, Elliot, maybe you should, talk with your hands a little less, or, maybe in pictures, because ever since transitioning, now I'm like, Johnny, I am smiling in those photos. Whereas I used to be I could barely look at a photo of myself. I was always like, and now, and I'll be say a dude's like, hey, are you Victor from Umbrella Academy? And we're doing a photo together. He's very, I'm very, and like having that moment where I'm like, oh, should I also not? Like, should I also be
close
and
off?
It's just like, what the fuck, Elliot? What are you?
Jeezy Pete. Good grief. Good grief. Oh, this is her in the boxing ring. Okay. Pay attention at this is what they want, and you're falling for it every time. Jeezy Pete. Terrible. Terrible. Okay. Okay. So that was from the trailer. I forgot. Okay, let's go here.
Hey man, careful with my Adam's apple.
Oh no, that was okay. AI. Okay, never mind. I hate AI at this point. Once again, this used to be a woman. Still is a woman, as far as I'm concerned. Okay.
Elliot Page shares her interpretation of what it means to have healthy masculinity.
Healthy masculinity to me is, or even just something I've felt as transitioning is like leaning away from whenever there is some sort of impulse or expectation you've put on yourself to like.
So her interpretation of masculinity is we shut down. We have an impulse to shut down and close ourselves off. Okay.
Shut down or conform in a way that usually feels like this, like I am closing off. I remember kind of being like, oh, Elliot, maybe you should, talk with your hands a little less, or like having that moment where I'm like, oh, should I?
Terrible. Now, if this movie still is going to make about $800 million, $850, I think is the max. I don't know what Christopher Nolan's motive for this particular movie is. Did he take a woke check? I mean, okay. Is he still one of the greatest directors to have ever done it? Yeah. Will this hurt his legacy? I highly doubt it. This thing's gonna be so front loaded for the first 2 weeks. Yeah, this thing comes out in 31 days, man. 31 days. Oh no, July 17th. So we got 2 weeks. This movie comes out in 2 weeks. All right. Okay, 2 weeks. I think it's July 17th. What's it tracking? Let's go take a look and see what it's tracking. What is it tracking? What is the Odyssey tracking right now? Duchess, I told you, you're breaking the contract now. Okay. Tracking. We have, okay, anywhere between $80 to $100 million. July 17th. That's still pretty good. That's very good. You're looking at $80 to $100 million. Okay. God damn it, Cape Verde. Come on, man. Let's go here. Tracking. Oh, y'all put it behind a paywall. That's boo punk. Boo boo. Let's see. Let's go here. Odyssey tracking. Sales at T3 were lukewarm as expected, given a large number of attendees and high demand. I expect the pace to slow considerably until the final surge. Okay. Goddamn, Argentina's on the run. Okay. So we're looking at anywhere between $80 to $100 million opening weekend. Even though this last trailer did get heavily ratioed. But guess what? Everybody complaining is still gonna go watch it. Everybody's complaining, they're still gonna go see it. The trailer sits at 55,000 dislikes against 33,000 likes. That works out to be a 62% negative. Okay. Once again, you're gonna see a lot of these memes with this particular screenshot here. Okay. So Zendaya is playing Athena. Lupita Nyong'o is playing both Helen of Troy and Clytemnestra. So she's playing two roles. This is clearly the poor person and not not Helen of Troy. Okay. All right. Elliot Page is playing Sinon. All right. Nyong'o's been a lightning rod with her Woman King exit resurfacing amid the backlash, her old Black Panther comments getting dredged back up, and even Elon Musk. Okay. Once again, first 2 weeks, this thing is going to knock everybody out of the water. So $80 to $100 million. I think these numbers go up the closer it gets to opening weekend. I think this number goes up. I think this number definitely goes up. Okay. The budget is $250. It would need to make, let me see, 250 times. Hold up. Let's do some math. God damn it, Cape Verde. All right, 250 million times. No, let's do this. 2.5. That's not right. Let's do it again. 250. Okay, times 2.5. This movie needs to make $625 million to break even. It will easily do that. This movie needs to make $625 million to break even. It will easily do that. I think this thing caps out at $850. I don't think it's going to beat Oppenheimer. I just think that was just too many. It was too much of a perfect storm. We had the whole gender war thing between Oppenheimer versus Barbie. There's no movie to help uplift or contrast the Odyssey. So you don't have a Barbie to counteract this. So I still think this movie caps out at around 850 million worldwide. But 625 is the break even number. It's gonna do that first 3 weeks easily. Okay, this is just for the domestic. We're not talking global. This is just the domestic numbers. So you might be able to easily say 150 to 200 globally first weekend out. So it'll hit 625, no problem. Man, he has to be, bruh. He has to be. The joke's on the little people. Actually, the joke is on the little people. All of us YouTubers that are losing their shits over this, the joke's on us. Well, them mainly, but this is silly. This is silly. Okay. What else I got before I get into the 1776? Oh, let's do the Michael Rubin's all-white party. Let's do that. Mike Rubin, all-white party. Well, nice try, Cape Verde. Y'all tried, just wasn't good enough. Okay, I don't know. I don't care about that. Let's go here. Am I on variety? I have variety. I thought variety would have picked it up at least. Let's go here. Okay. Party in the Hampton. Dutch, what are you doing? Nope. There you go. Lay down. Okay. Let's see. No, I want pictures, man. Come on, just give me the pictures. Just give me the pictures. Let's see who all showed up. And then we gotta cover Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's hot ass wedding. Some good looking women on that on the Cape Verde side of things. Some good looking women. Women's.
To the fourth, or is this like your actual fourth plan?
Family.
Just family? Any new music dropping?
Working.
You look great. Ciao.
Is that Mike Tyson? It looks like Mike Tyson. That's French.
She's probably on the down part of the house. Or she might be on that roof.
Yeah, you could not pay me to sit outside people's parties and film with my phone. That Jake Paul? That Tiana Taylor? That's not Tiana Taylor, is it? I can't tell. That's not Rocky. I couldn't do it. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. So let me go over the watches that were worn at this particular event. So let's go. Wait, where they at? Where they at? Is this it? Okay. Timepieces that were worn at Michael Rubin's all-white party. Okay, timepieces that we will probably never own. All right. Jay-Z's Audemars Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar. Okay. Michael Rubin himself, Royal Oak Audemars. Right. Tom Brady, of course, and Audemars. I'm sure did Audemars sponsor this event. Royal Oak Self-Winding Flying Tourbillon. I don't like this. I don't know why this doesn't work. It doesn't work for me for whatever reason. This is okay. That is okay. But for whatever reason, maybe it's the blue. Maybe it's the blue. I don't know. It's not working for me. Let's go here. Okay. This is Corey Gamble. Patek Philippe Brand Complications. That looks good. It's a good looking piece. Okay. Central C. A Richard Mille. Okay. All right. DJ Khaled. Another Patek Philippe Grand Complications Celestial. That looks good, man. It's got the moon phase here. Okay. I like it. All right, Steve Stout. Off catalog Daytona Barbie with pink sapphires and diamonds. Now, I would not wear this. Let the women have the pink, y'all. Let the women have the pink. I'm not wearing a pink watch. Sorry. I'm just not. Pink strap. Sapphire. No. I'll pass on this. I will pass on this. Cynical one, what's happening? Travis Scott, Richard Mille. Flying Tourbillon. Looks good. Okay, Camille Fisher. Fischel, another Audemars Piguet Royal Oak and ceramic. All right, this goofball, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Two Watches. On one, he's wearing the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, and the other one off catalog Daytona with diamonds and rubies. Okay. All right, Fat Joe. I don't like this. I don't like the look of this, but nonetheless, Rolex Daytona. It's called the Giraffe. That doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for Jordan Woods. Another Audemars Royal Oak Mini. It's for the women's sizes. Okay, let's go here. Carl Anthony Towns, off catalog Rolex Daytona Rainbow. It looks small on his wrist. I mean, mind you, he's 7. What? How tall is Carl Anthony? 7 something. I mean, that shit looks small on his wrist. All right, J Balvin, another Audemars. This is why, by the time you get to these watches, it's like everybody has them. It's like those limited release Jordans. It's like by the time you get a pair, it's like everybody has them. Man, it's like I'm seeing too many of y'all wearing the Royal Oaks. I mean, that's the only thing they're really good at. What they're really known for. You're not getting an Audemars for anything else outside of the Royal Oak. And there's another model. There's 2 models really. But by the time you get to one, it's like y'all done already had them shits. I'm just like, let me move on to something else. Okay, Jacob. I would never wear Jacob. Jake Paul, mini Ashoka, full set Ashoka cut. I would never. I'm cool. Adam Weitzman, another off catalog Rolex. See, tiger with Eye of Tiger, giraffe. These animal themes with the Rolexes look like trash. I would never. Change this dial out and then all the diamonds in the bracelet. It looks like a bootleg ass watch. How many times we gone to the Asian store, y'all, and you see the watches in the glass counter, and they got all the fake, cubic zirconias all throughout the bracelet of the watch, and it's like, that's some fake shit. This looks like some fake shit. I would never wear a watch with this many diamonds in it. It just keeping just the look of it. But that's just me though. KD, Vacheron, Constantine. Now he's a smart man. He's a smart man. Little baby. Guess what? Audemars Piguet, Royal Oak. Surprise, surprise. I'm not mad. I just, man, you walk into a room and everybody has on an Audemars. I'm just like, I'm over it. Okay, Quavo's got a Cellini Moon Phase Rolex. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah, look at it. This person says literally everyone wearing a Royal Oak or a Daytona. Best one is KD with the overseas. I agree. Like you walk into a room and everybody has on a Royal Oak. It's like, I don't. Let me change watches or something. You know? Okay. Hey, did you know that now commercial flights are now allowed to fly at the speed of sound? Did you know commercial flights are now allowed to fly at the speed of sound? I believe it is, what's the speed of sound? 800 miles per hour? 832? Speed of sound. Speed of sound. Okay, I was close. 767 miles per hour. That is the speed of sound. Okay. So now the FAA is going to allow commercial flights to fly at the speed of sound. This is awesome. Let's go here. Now you don't have, for everybody that spent 20 racks to fly the Concorde. Okay. So FAA moves to legalize civilian supersonic flights over U.S. land for the first time in 53 years. Okay, let's go here. All right, your 6-hour flight from LA to New York is about to become a 3-hour flight, and it's legal because engineers figured out how to bend sound. Since 1973, it's been a federal crime. I did not know this. It's been a federal crime for any passenger plane to fly faster than the speed of sound over American soil. That's why your cross-country flights take the same 6 hours it took your parents in the 80s. Planes got safer and more efficient. They never got faster. The law made faster illegal. The original reason was real. In the 60s, the government flew supersonic jets over Oklahoma City 8 times a day for 6 months to test public reaction. The booms cracked plaster, broke windows, and generated nearly 10,000 complaints. So the FAA banned the speed itself. Here's what changed. The speed of sound isn't constant. It shifts with air temperature, which shifts with altitude. Fly high enough and fast enough in the right conditions, and the shock wave physically bends, curving back up into the sky before it reaches the ground. The boom still happens. It just never lands. That's crazy. NASA measured what people underneath actually hear, a faint rumble about as loud as a normal street noise. No crack, no broken windows. So the FAA's new rules flip the logic. Instead of banning the speed, it caps the sound allowed to hit the ground. Stay quiet and you can fly as fast as the plane will go. Boom already proved the tech works in a real test flight last year. Okay? The last time you could fly supersonic, a Concorde ticket cost about $12,000 round trip and only crossed the ocean. The next version flies over land over your house and you'll never hear it coming. That is dope. That is dope. That is dope.
All right, welcome back into Live Now. I'm Austin Westfall. Take a look. Some exciting news coming out of the U.S. Department of Transportation. They, earlier today, announced that regulators are moving toward enabling civilian supersonic flights over the continental United States, which has been banned for decades due to sonic booms. Supersonic flights travel at speeds at or above Mach 1, flying at about 770 miles per hour or more. By contrast, commercial airliners generally fly between 550 and 600 miles per hour, giving supersonic aircraft a speed edge that can reduce travel times. The FAA is planning to finalize the rules by mid-2027. Richard Abulafia is a managing director at Aerodynamic Advisory. It's good to have you on. A lot of folks might hear this story and they might immediately think, okay, well, what exactly are these planes and why aren't they used yet? It has to do with sonic booms, as I mentioned. Can you explain?
Well, sonic booms are just part of the bigger picture, I'm afraid. Certainly that's been an obstacle, but the bigger obstacle is technological, creating a product that actually flies supersonic, and also economic, basically getting people to pay the enormous ticket prices associated with flying supersonically, because, of course, fast planes drink a lot of fuel. So many obstacles ahead, aside from a welcome act of deregulation.
I have some videos here of supersonic planes, and we got to be clear that these are just renderings, and these are renderings that have been used in the past while this has been discussed. The planes themselves, how different are they from what we're used to flying on?
Well, very different indeed. First of all, they cost a great deal more because they consume a great deal more fuel. They tend to have swept wings, as you need to do with supersonic planes, rather than, say, straight wings.
Okay, so instead of 12 grand, it may cost you 6 grand. That's cool. I'm with it. So instead of 12 grand, it may cost you 6 grand. I'm okay with this. New York to LA in 3 hours? Yeah. How much? Okay, book it. Book it. Book it. Yeah, book it, man. Yeah, book it. I'm here for it. Okay. Let's see. Get this work. Thank you for the 2. Hey, peace, slide. Hey, peace be upon you. Peace be upon you. Peace be upon you. Okay. I didn't know it was a federal crime. I did not know that. All I remember is the whole Chuck Yeager, back in the day. She is really sleeping on my damn keyboard. Ain't that about something? Okay. Oh, we gotta do an update on India Ari. We gotta do an update on Spin That. So Nikki Gilbert weighs in on it. This just goes to show how hypocritical and why the hip hop generation is trash, or the hip hop culture is trash. Okay. How everyone is mad at Young Miami for a song that is really pretty tame compared to what we've heard in our time, in our day. Okay, let's go here. It's Nikki Gilbert.
Music, support real creatives, because baby, the 2 things that we have to compete with, AI is one of them, and the other thing is ratchet ass, ghetto, low vibe.
Yo, Sexy Red has been giving us some hot, ratchet, low vibrational music for the last 3 years. Okay? Sexy Red has been giving us some bangers of just low vibrational, ratchet ass music. Where is the... You know what happens? This is what happens when you go viral and your shit pops. People are jealous. Why her and not me? This is jealousy. India Ari, Nikki Gilbert, anyone giving pushback on her, they're jealous. That's it. That's all. It's really just that simple. Okay? Let's go.
Vibrational music and songs. I'm sick of them. Do I think that one song is going to turn somebody into a criminal? Absolutely not. And we're going to acknowledge music will heal you. It will inspire you.
And this is what I mean by when I say don't become an old head. Old head is it's a state of mind. You've lost the ability to connect with the youth. Okay?
But when songs start streaming billions and billions of time, it becomes a part of our cultural conversation, right? It's not just shaping fashion and language and cultural identity. It's actually teaching people how to treat us. Music influences our emotions, Yeah. Music influences our cultural identity. Yeah. Music and social norms, right? Our attitudes and behavior.
Okay, you're hating at this point. That's it. These old heads just hating. Now let me find what Homegirl said. Let me find what Homegirl said. She came back on like a dummy. Is this her response? Good. Found it. Let's go.
Hello. Hey, hello.
Listen, I ain't talked about India Ari in 25 years. Ain't talked about your music in 25 years. The only way you can stay relevant is to hate on the young girl. That's sad. You're an elder, ma'am. You're an elder. Ain't nobody mentioned India Ari's name in 25 years.
That's the Erykah Badu version, by the way.
We've had songs that glorified worse. We've had songs that glorified women's slender bodies, drug dealing, robbing setups, backdoors. We just had WAP. What else do we have? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is old head. Nope, this is jealousy. This is old heads jealous of these young folk.
Hello. Hey, hello. Okay. I have marks from my glasses. My third album, Testimony, Volume 1, Life and Relationship, turned 20 years old on Friday the 27th.
Bitch, no one knows and no one cares. But come on.
It snuck up on me. Somebody had to tell me. And so that's why I'm making a video right now instead of writing about this on my Substack, which if you know me, you know I like writing on my Substack. And you don't need to see that bowl back there. Okay. And I've been in the blogs a couple times this last week. And so I wanted to come and talk about these things. Let's talk about the easy one first. It is being wrongly reported that I think we should boycott this song of the summer. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but...
No, what you implied was it's too late to save people because of songs like hers. That's what you inferred. And that's why people jump on your back. But come on.
Either you know what it is or you don't. And if you don't, you can go find it. It's very easy. But I don't think we should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Do I think it matters what I want for people? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter and that there's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves. All I can do is emanate what I emanate, stand for what I stand for, and hope that it reaches who it's meant to reach. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to do. And so my comment makes it very clear that I don't think we should boycott. My comment is...
She said, can't save everybody. Everybody don't want to be saved. We're not stupid, man.
Tantamount to everybody doesn't want the same thing. And there are a lot of people who are saying it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. But of course, I have used that power to help some people. And I have traveled around this world twice. And I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world. Longer story for another time, but I've seen it. So I know. And I'm telling you what it is. But you enjoy if that's what you want to do. And I will enjoy doing what I want to do. And that's why I don't think anybody needs to boycott. I think people just need to make choices for themselves. That's what I think. That's one. Two, also, this is a short version of a longer video. I put a much longer video where I go into detail about these concepts on my Substack. So go check that out if you're interested.
No, bitch, no.
Two, I was also in the blogs because I made comments about Clive Davis. And I said, watch what kind of stories you're going to see coming out about him. I signed my record deal when I was 22 years old. And so I learned about human nature through the lens of the music industry. So I got a full hot dose of all of it. And I know what kind of stories are going to go. I don't need to say anything more because you're going to hear the stories. You're already hearing the stories. If you're on social media, you hear some of it's true, some of it's not true, some of it's conspiracy, some of it's, exaggerated, but a lot of it's true.
And it's not my place to tell stories of people close to me, but I've heard some stories and I have my own experience. And again, it was wrongly reported that I talked about our working relationship. I did not have a working relationship with him, but I was certainly at the effect of his power.
I hear a lot of words explaining.
So I go further into that on my Substack if you're interested.
No, bitch, no.
And the third thing, when I made the Clive Davis comments, people were saying, well, speak on it, sis. Like, tell us what you think. Like, you know, like they wanted me to, because in my comment, I said, I don't need to go into my story because people have far worse stories than me. I called my experiences with Clive Davis an irritation, and it was an irritation. But I have stories.
What's she talking about?
And that's why I decided to make this video today because, again, I go into the longer version on my Substack, but Testimony Volume 1, Life and Relationship, turned 20 years old on Friday, June 27th.
Girl, ain't nobody checking for you. Listen, we ain't talking about NDIRE in 25 years, man. You were relevant 25 years ago. My man Mike Check, thank you for the 10. I appreciate you, bruh. Moorish history makes sense with Tartaria context along with the Moorish shields, castles, and dragons. Uh-oh. Final Fantasy games and anime all pulled from the old world. Hey, hey, you preaching to the choir, sir. Yeah, this bitch is babbling. Is there a longer version of this? I would hope not.
And the record label executive that I did that album under, is the one and only I did with this executive, was honored the other day at the BET Awards. I don't need to say her name. You can go find her name. You know who.
I'm good. She talked too much. Ain't talking about nothing. This is nothing but old haters. Old haters are jealous. Okay? Old haters are jealous. That's it. That's all, y'all. I don't know what else to tell you. So let's do this. Let me go ahead and do one more look on Twitter. And then we're going to get to Tartaria. Now, first things first. Don't come in here telling me about who's already broke it down. Listen, we talked about, everybody has talked about Tartaria years ago, decades ago, okay? I'm just spinning the block with the conversation. So please don't come in here dropping people's names about who said this already. I'm well aware. I'm going to get irritated if you do. Okay? Let me see. Twitter. Let me go back and see. And then I saw the old white man do his rendition of Spin That. Like, what are we talking about? So they, once again, I've recently gone, this is Nikki Gilbert. I've recently gone viral for sharing my perspective on the song Spin That. The responses have ranged from thoughtful disagreement to outright hostility. Some people have called me out of touch. Others have accused me of clout chasing, being disingenuous, or attacking hip hop. Listen, the hip hop culture is degenerate. The hip hop culture has become degenerate and has been degenerate for a very long time. That's just where it is right now. Okay? So let me be clear about what I'm saying and what I'm not. I've come from the belief that it takes a village. In my village, I've watched children live with the consequences of adult choices, scamming, boosting addiction, violence, incarceration, and trauma. Those choices don't end with the individual. They echo through families and generations. That's why I spoke up. I didn't make the video because I thought everyone would agree with me. I made it because I believe silence. Bitch, just shut up. You're about 20 years too late. Everybody drags C. Dolores Tucker and Calvin Butts for their war against gangster rap. So let's not do this. Which brings me back to Spin That. Hip hop did not create poverty. It did not create violence. It did not create addiction. It did not create crime. Those problems existed long before rap music. But let's stop pretending music exists in a vacuum when commercially successful songs repeatedly celebrate scamming, boosting, retaliation, and criminal. Oh my God. We just had. I'm done. I'm done. I can't. I don't see Lisa Ray complaining. She ain't complaining. Yeah, she queen gold digger. Queen gold digger here. She ain't tripping. Queen gold digger. Not complaining. Not complaining. Uh-oh.
I deleted the last live. Because I had some more shit to say. I got some more shit to say. I deleted the last live. I'm coming back. But I got more shit to say. More people come in the room. I got more shit to say.
Okay.
Again, shout out to Young Miami.
Yeah, for sure.
Got the hottest record in the fucking world. Not just the country. The hottest record in the world. They singing this shit in China, in Russia, in Ethiopia, goddammit. Shout out to Young Miami. One of the baddest shit, the finest little shit in the game right now. You bad body old bitches, not one fuck to be giving how you feel about this young girl and her song.
Okay.
All the negative music that come out, you want to simply try to target a young black female that's doing something positive, that's in her bag right now. You talked about her bag when she put out certain singles. You talked about her over and over again with situations with who the nigga she was dealing with, everything.
Oh, they dragged her for hanging out with Diddy. When she says, I like golden showers, you dragged her for that. Like, okay, come on.
Y'all get on this fucking internet and act like y'all life is all peaches and cream. But I know you old bad breath smelling ass bitches. I know you bitches. I know you. I know you mad. I know you hoes is mad and you jealous. You look at that young fine girl on that stage rocking these clubs each and every night, these appearances, these hosts. She dropping her hottest single out there. You know, Miami, you better not let these old ragged ass bitches deter nothing you trying to do. That's why I don't fuck you old bitches. That's why I would not fuck one of you old bitches, because the game done pass you by, bitch. You still stuck in the motherfucking 50s and the 60s. I don't want no old bitch with no gray hairs on her pussy. Let me explain something to you hoes. You hoes want to be celibate. Yo, I'm celibate. I got my LLC and my credit score 800. Stick your 800 credit score up your ass, and your LLC ain't making no motherfucking money, bitch. You don't have a customer, a product to sell. All your shit is bullshit. Get you some money, however you do. Stop getting on here talking bad about your fellow black woman that's making money. Music ain't for everybody. If you don't like it, bitch, turn off your radio, close and cancel your subscription to all your social media sites.
Is he wrong?
Get off of Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, because, bitch, as long as you on there, you gonna hear it, right, bitch?
Okay. Is he wrong?
These young hoes don't want to leave they man. They want to be happy. These young women of the day, these young bitches of the day do not want to be old and miserable like you for the rest of their life. They want to smoke a hookah, hit them a joint, take them a shot of Don Julio Patron. They want to get flued out.
Okay.
They want to put that shit on and get fucked real good, you dumb ignorant bitch.
Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow.
On behalf of Young Miami, kiss every bitch ass in Miami. If you think we give a fuck about how you feel.
Hey, I'm with him. I'm with him. Let's see. Uh oh. Now, first things first, get out your feelings. Because these same little kids were listening to King Von, Lil Durk. Little kids were listening to Chief Keef. I don't want to hear it. Please stop. Stop yourself before you say something stupid. Little kids have been listening to this shit for the last 15 plus years. Please stop. Please stop. Let's stop there. I didn't see no outrage when the little girls were singing wet ass chota. Okay, so let's stop. Let me stop y'all right the fuck there. Let's continue. How come y'all not mad at Couch Greg Adams, dead ass Kevin Samuels, and any other old man that says, hey, leave with your wallet, spend money on these women, pay for the arrangements, have the understanding we're going to have sex in exchange for this and that. Have that same energy for them. So you mad at the women for saying what it is, but not the men that keep engaging in the women with, okay, gotcha. I'm here for it. Uh-oh. Had that whole crowd bar for bar. Look at that. Bar for bar. Yeah, ain't nobody listening to goddamn India Ari knowing her words bar for bar. Come on, stop this nonsense.
Okay, let's get into this. So,
hey, I'm not mad.
And without playing the song, I was like, is this a Throwback Thursday clip of my girl? And I looked at the date and said, Lisa Ray. Now I know I see you bosom up every other week. Internet last week.
I did see it. And I'm conflicted.
Why?
Actually, I'm conflicted because I don't believe in the words of the song. You know, when I was listening to it before I did it, I said, wait a minute, what the fuck is she saying? I said, although, you know, I know about that life. You know what I mean? I've been part of the shenanigans of that life. You know what I mean? I've had friends that I've placed orders with. I've had microwave
tell the
a
truth.
fucking mink coat, you know what I'm saying, brought to me. However, I was young, dumb, and as they say, full of cum. You know what I mean? So really, you know, I really did it out of fun and just being part of a challenge. I did announce that I joined TikTok. And so I had given everyone my TikTok account. And it was like, what's going to be your first video? So I had the young folks around me and they was like, dude, spin that shit. I was like, oh, I can spin that shit because I be spinning that shit. You know what I'm saying? Is what I was saying. So I get up there to do it. And as I'm, you know, getting, you know, ready or whatever.
Yes.
I'm listening to it, and all I keep hearing is spin that shit, spin that shit. So I'm with that, right? When
That's all that matters. A catchy hook. A catchy hook. That's it. Anywhere between 90 to 100 beats per minute. A catchy hook. It's repetitive. It's simple. It's easy to learn, and it's relatable. That's it. That's it. Let's not overthink this thing, man.
something stuffing in that bag. I was like, what bag? What is she saying? And then it was almost like, it almost didn't make it because it was like, whoa, wait a minute. But again, I did it for fun. I see what people are saying on the opposite side, you know, like, wait a minute, she's too old to be singing this song and representing this song as an example. And it's like, I hear you. I understand. I concur, you know, because there is a lot of music for me nowadays that makes me go, why am I dancing to this? What is going on? Somebody got to be responsible. Is this where radio and music is going? You know, so as for that side, I get it. The flip side of that is even if my grandbaby asks me, Gaga, what are you doing? It's like, it's only for fun. Yeah. It's not to be taken literally. You know what I mean? So I have to take responsibility as well. Yes, I do look good in it. And really, I was not trying to show out because I didn't really know how good it was going to come out. I was just, again, having fun. And then when I looked at all the comments, it was like, oh, I did a great move there. Come on over to TikTok and subscribe to Shit Chat. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it did it do.
What's your TikTok handle? Is it Lisa Ray?
The only Lisa Ray.
Okay, let's stop there. Let's stop there. What song is this? Uh-oh. The Dogs, Yo Mama's on crack. Yo Mama's on crack. Okay. Your mama's on crack. Okay. Some of y'all know this of this song. I do not. This is my first time hearing it, but okay. Can't right now. I can't. What in the hell? What? What? Okay, listen. So I'm running late for work. I gotta bust this thing up. What the hell? I've never heard this song before ever. Yo, I mean, I had DJ Magic Mike and a couple other guys, but I ain't never heard all that. Yo, Magic, thank you for the 10. Trick Daddy wasn't wrong here because plenty of people have been making these same talking points for years. It's like we're watching history repeat itself. And the worst part is we choose not to learn from that history. That's the worst part about it. We're not learning from it at all. Okay, so let me just go ahead and run down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to break this thing up in two parts because I'm legit running late. Bruh, I've never heard that record before. I've never heard that record before, ever. So it's interesting. I mean, it's a good message, yeah? Okay, so let's go here. I'm gonna run down this Tartarian thing. Just, I may have to break this up because I am running a little bit late. So we'll burn through this as much as possible. So yeah, let's do this. Once again, everything will be presented has been said before ad nauseum. We all talked about it tens of decades ago. Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, is here to do tears. We've all talked about Tartaria. We've all talked about Lemuria. We've all talked about Atlantis. You know what I'm saying? Just let us spin the block one time, okay? So let's go here.
1776 was not only the year that Tartaria was destroyed, it was also the year that everything changed. We've been told that 1776 was the birth of freedom, but in reality, it was the death of a civilization. The year the world was hijacked, the rise of the hidden hand. In 1776, the Illuminati were founded in Bavaria. The Rothschild banking empire began its global expansion. The American Revolution broke out. Tartaria began to disappear from maps, all in the same year. Coincidence? Tartaria was not a myth. It was a vast ancient civilization with advanced free energy technology, grand architecture using sacred geometry, a harmonious way of living in accordance with natural law, knowledge of the ether. They erased it all from the history books. They literally buried Tartaria with mud floods, natural disasters, and a new history. Then came the World's Fairs, showcasing enormous temporary buildings they claim were built in just 2 years. Once the old world was buried, they created the new one. Central banks, debt slavery, maritime law, artificial scarcity, indoctrination through education, all of it funded by the same families. The Rothschilds didn't just finance empires. They financed recess and erased anything that didn't serve the control system. Tartaria was too free, too advanced, too powerful. So they inverted everything. Free energy became fossil fuels. Truth became conspiracy. Spirit became religion. Nature became a resource. Freedom became an illusion. 1776 wasn't a beginning. It was a cover-up. We are the generation rediscovering what they tried to erase. Tartaria was real, and the ether is real, and the truth is no longer hidden.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you, white lady. Thank you for the message. Thank you for the message. Okay, let's go here. Goddamn music. May 1st, 1776, May Day, ancient pagan festival of revolution and rebirth. Adam Weishaupt, professor of canon and law at the University of Ingolstadt in Bavaria, gathered a handful of his most trusted students in a secluded forest and founded the order. Okay, that's Adam Weishaupt. Yes, we know this. University, we know that. Okay. According to the narrative, Weishaupt had been handpicked and funded by shadowy international financiers and cult power brokers who had been plotting for centuries. Wait, if you watch the movie Midsommar, you know what this ritual is. Midsommar, okay? That's a crazy movie. Okay, let's go. Okay, total global domination, new world. Okay, infiltrate, destroy every government, religion, institution, replacing it with a godless one communist style dictatorship ruled by enlightened elite. Okay. That sounds about right. Yeah, remember the controversy with the Guidestones a few years back? That was a big deal. The Georgia Guidestones a few years back. Okay, overthrow all monarchies, extinct governments through manufactured revolutions, wars, and economic chaos. Okay. Remember when they would have all those world fairs from the in the 50s and 60s touting the new technology when it was just old stuff. They reverse engineered and, you know. Okay. All right, creating network of spies, agents controlling opposition, French Revolution. Okay, Isle of Minerva. Okay. Cool story, bro. Okay. This painting here. Okay, so what is it? Okay, the painting hidden away in Naples 400 years has come out of Tartaria. Okay. More Tartaria stuff. Let's go here.
Now, they are building their own kingdom. It's the Jewish earthly kingdom with headquarters in Jerusalem, where their AI Messiah will be, and they're going to rule the world through the law. You know, it will be international, one law, one religion, basically, Luciferian religion. So yes, in a Talmud, this is the Jewish earthly kingdom, and this is why the Zionist Christianity have embraced Colorism. And this is how Jews and Christians are getting together, and Christians are so deceived, thinking that they're working for the good thing, for the Jews, like they're helping the Jews. The Jews are supposed to get this kingdom. Yet this is Zoharic doctrine, and it does not have good intention. As I said, that they want to rule the world, they want to get Gentile riches, and they want to rule the Gentiles. They don't consider Gentiles fully human beings. And in fact, as an end game, they have this strange doctrine, Adam Kadmon doctrine, which Adam Kadmon originally was, according to Zohar and Talmud, he was androgynous. You know, Adam, like he wasn't male, or he was male, female in one body, and this is why you see this transgender agenda today, and there are laws, very serious laws, passing in Alberta, Canada.
Is Zionism behind the transgender movement?
Yes, it gets its origin in Zionism, and it gets its origin in the Talmud, Zohar, and Kabbalah. It's a Kabbalistic doctrine of Adam Kadmon, which is eventually they have this doctrine called Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. Yes. So how do they want to repair the world? They want to bring it to the original. Who was original Adam? He was androgynous. So now they're putting specific things in food and drink, and they're basically their end game is to make humans that on Earth that will survive whatever it is they're bringing androgynous.
Okay. I'm gonna get out of here because I got to go to work tonight. I'll definitely follow up and do a part 2 to this.
My wife was just cleaning our little globe bar thing. You know, it opens up and it's got your drinks in it or whatever. I've had this thing for like 10, 15 years. I got it from my mother-in-law, father-in-law. Never knew it has Tartaria on it.
Okay, there is there.
Oh, we got your ass. We got your ass. Tartaria on the freaking bar globe thing? Are you kidding me? What else is on this thing, dude? So cool. I had no idea. I had this thing. I just thought it was a cool little piece to have, not knowing it's got some ancient history up in this Barbaria over in Africa. Look at this creature. What is that? It's like
That thing's worth so much money.
Ostrich, kind of. But it's got Tartaria. Are you kidding me? Anybody else seen these bar globes? What else they got on it? I'm about to look at this thing all day.
Okay, I'm out of here. Oh, real quick. For anyone that cares. For anybody that cares, do you care? I mean, I'm happy for them. Okay, finished by Adam Sandler. Okay, Austin Swift served as okay, Taylor was Man of Honor. Jason Kelsey was Travis's best man. Blah blah blah. Christian Dior, Haute Couture, designed by Jonathan Anderson. Blah blah blah. Okay, for those that care, Ed Sheeran, Zoe Kravitz, Gigi Hadid, Ethan Hawke, Dakota Johnson, Ellie Goulding, Carly Ross, Somber, Jenny Han, Nikki Glazer, Eric Street, Julianne Moore, The Chicks, oh wow, Tommy Hilfiger, Lena Durham, Chainsmokers, Hugh Grant, Charlie Day, Jessica Chastain. I love her. Oh my God. Her chin. It's her chin for me. Her and Alyssa Sutherland. Two of the baddest gingers. Amy Adams is still looking good, but I've been watching the Cape Fear series. She's starting to look old. But the two finest gingers to me, Alyssa Sutherland and Jessica Chastain. But let's continue. Who else was there? Miranda Lambert, Jennifer Lawrence. Okay, so they tied the knot. Congrats to them. Congrats to them. I'm happy for them. All right, I'm out of here. I got to get ready to go to work, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. And we'll do a part 2 to Tartaria for sure. So, all right, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. I'll do the same.
One of the ops breaks the catch on taste, human taste. You live on like a piss, you like a dog, stuff in face. Talking all my hoes.